It's hard to believe that Bogota was once a city paralyzed by fear. Now, after a peace deal put an end to decades of instability in Colombia, the country's high-altitude capital has undergone a transformation. For this part of our trip across Latin America, we're going to find out how life has changed for the city's young people. In the heart of Bogota, tourism is booming. The number of tourists visiting the city has jumped by 23% in the last 3 years alone.
My name is Junior Lozano. I'm the guide who will help you discover the Candelaria. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me.
Junior Lozano has spent 7 years working as a tourist guide in Bogota. He's seen the changes brought by the signing of the peace deal in 2016.
Thanks to the peace deal, tourists feel safer and they're coming back to our country and to Bogota. On top of that, they're visiting other cities that were dangerous before, even for us locals.
Before, the country was associated with drugs and kidnappings. But a few years ago, I heard that it had gotten safer. So I decided to come here on holiday.
I chose Colombia for its people, traditions, culture, and landscapes. It has practically everything.
But Bogota still bears the scars of decades of instability. Almost every family has a story to tell about the armed conflict that ravaged the country. NATALIA Escobar was only a child when her father came close to being kidnapped.
Once, my father had to drive from Bogota to Medellin for business. On the road, he was stopped by a group of rebels pledging allegiance to FARC. Either you had to pay a sum of money or you were kidnapped. Fortunately, my father was able to give them what they wanted.
At night, NATALIA joins her friends in the Zona T, an area packed with bars and clubs. With the city safer than before, its young people are now looking to the future.
Bogota has changed. People are happier. That means they can now focus on improving their lives. Before, it wasn't like that.
We leave NATALIA and her friends dancing late into the night. But for us, it's time to move on to our next destination. For our next stop in our journey across Latin America, we'll take you to Peru, where you'll see how the country is fighting to save its indigenous languages from extinction.